because she really has, it's that kind of thing of she's just got it right now.
She's got it right. Can I
Yeah.
just take a moment, though? Can you ever imagine in the 90s us talking about Queen Camilla?
For 20 years, Queen Camilla's makeup artist stayed silent, doing her job without seeking fame or attention. But after hearing years of harsh headlines, she finally decided to tell her side of the story. Is the Queen really cold behind closed doors? Join us as we uncover the truth only her makeup artist could tell. The revelation no one expected. After years of not speaking out, Queen Camilla's longtime makeup artist, Marina Sandoval, is now willing to talk. Marina has been with the Queen for over 2 decades, working behind the scenes without seeking attention. She never did interviews, stayed out of the limelight, and did not try to profit from her experiences. But now, as people criticize Camilla, Marina feels it's time to reveal the truth, not to spread rumors or defend, but to calmly share her perspective. Marina Sandoval wants to tell everyone that Camilla is very kind, but not many people know it. Many people perceive Camilla as unfriendly, detached, and manipulative. This perception has been influenced by media coverage, photographs, and previous situations. However, the Camilla Marina knew at work was kind and friendly. In private, she was caring and welcoming, making others comfortable around her. She had a good sense of humor, rarely got mad, and did not seek attention. She did not enjoy drama or having power over others. Her main priorities were fulfilling her responsibilities, standing by her husband, and living a peaceful life. One moment that Marina will always remember is when Camilla showed kindness. It was a busy morning before an event when a young palace staffer spilled a tray. Instead of ignoring it, Camilla stopped to help clean it up. She did not get upset or mad. She just smiled and asked if the girl was okay. This simple act of care showed Marina the true nature of Camilla. She does the right thing, even when no one is watching. During a long royal tour where everyone was exhausted, Camilla surprised everyone by making tea for the team in the break room instead of being served. She asked each person how they liked their tea and made it herself with a gentle smile. Marina was impressed by Camilla's kindness during that moment, which was one of many that reflected Camilla's genuine care for others rather than seeking attention. Marina recalls how Camilla would share small personal stories rather than trying to impress or command attention. Instead of boasting, she talked about simple things like her dogs, garden, and love for books. Camilla even admitted to feeling nervous before big events, which made her more relatable. She did not act like a queen, but as a kind woman doing her best. Marina observed how people unfairly judged Camilla without getting to know her. She saw negative stories and heard mean comments about her. However, Marina believed in her heart that the real Camilla was not seeking power or attention. She knew Camilla as a thoughtful, polite, and quietly confident person. Marina chose not to defend herself against the rumors. It wasn't her responsibility. She observed how others often misunderstood Camilla. However, Camilla remained composed and never displayed any signs of distress. She carried herself with poise, never retaliating or seeking pity. Camilla consistently attended events, meetings, and family gatherings, maintaining a calm and kind demeanor throughout. Marina admires Camilla's quiet strength the most. Camilla did not pressure people to like her. Instead, she gained trust slowly. She welcomed others with kindness and patience. Marina supported Camilla through various events like weddings and funerals, always seeing her as graceful, honest, and kind. Marina is not angry when she speaks. She is not bitter or frustrated. Instead, she is speaking from a place of caring and wanting to show people the true Camilla that she has known for years. Marina believes that Camilla should be recognized for her genuine kindness, not just because she is a royal. However, this part of Camilla hasn't been heard before. Whenever people see or hear about her, all they think of is chaos, trouble, and hate. Why do they see her that way? Public enemy or misunderstood royal? For many years, the public had strong reactions to Queen Camilla's name. Before becoming part of the royal family, she was always in the media spotlight. She was dubbed a homewrecker and the other woman in headlines. Some continued to view her as an unworthy queen even after her marriage to King Charles. These labels stuck with her for a long time. The public closely observed everything she did. Media outlets scrutinized her clothing, hairstyle, posture, and facial expressions. Her outfits and actions were constantly critiqued. The focus was on capturing any hint of negative emotions. She had little opportunity to just be herself. Comparisons between her and Princess Diana were constantly made. Diana was loved by the public for her beauty, kindness, and warmth. When her marriage to Prince Charles fell apart, many people blamed Camilla for the breakup. Whether it was justified or not, many believed that Camilla was the reason for the marriage's failure. As a result, Camilla became a symbol of the royal family's errors in the eyes of the public. The media went crazy when Charles and Diana separated, with news outlets worldwide reporting every little detail. They even shared private phone conversations and dug into secret meetings. The public closely followed Charles and Camilla's relationship as if it was a soap opera. Many started to believe they knew Camilla personally, even though they were only seeing what the media wanted them to see. However, in private, Camilla led a contrasting existence. Marina Sandoval, her trusted makeup artist, revealed that the public's perception of Camilla did not align with the person she interacted with regularly. Marina witnessed Camilla's compassionate and composed nature during various occasions, such as photo sessions, official visits, and casual moments. Marina affirmed that Camilla was far from being cold-hearted or negligent. She was a gentle and thoughtful individual. Camilla was known for being quiet and not seeking attention. She never got angry or expected special treatment from staff. Instead, she always showed gratitude and listened to others. She tried to lighten the mood when things were tense. Even when newspapers published mean headlines, Camilla did not get angry and remained calm. She continued to show up and stayed composed, even though she may have been hurting inside. Her ability to remain calm and composed under difficult circumstances became her source of strength. Instead of engaging in public confrontations or seeking pity, she handled situations with grace. She maintained her composure without showing vulnerability or seeking validation. She carried herself with dignity and resilience. She was aware of her position despite facing criticism from others. She stood by Charles throughout, not for recognition or fame, but out of love for him. Marina noticed that Camilla was very caring towards others. She took the time to check in on the staff and remember their birthdays. Camilla also openly shared her fears about public life to show solidarity, not to seek attention. She was humble and did not seek the spotlight, but instead focused on doing things correctly and avoiding causing harm to anyone. Years went by. The way people viewed her changed gradually, but many still held on to their previous opinions. Some couldn't let go of the fact that she was once involved with Charles. Others stuck to rumors they had heard long ago. Throughout it all, Camilla stayed true to herself. She continued to be patient and let time prove her character. During royal gatherings, Marina observed how Camilla remained elegant despite receiving disapproving looks. She moved through unfriendly crowds with a smile, greeting others and displaying inner strength without being dramatic or defensive. Marina admired her calm demeanor. Now that she is queen, Camilla continues to receive criticism. However, those who know her well have a different perspective. She is not as bad as many think. She is not portrayed as a bad character. She is a woman who has gracefully endured years of public scrutiny. Marina Sandoval is speaking out now because she thinks it's important for people to know all the details. She remembers Camilla as a kind, loyal, and very human person. The past may never be forgotten completely, but maybe people can begin to understand the real person behind the name. But what made Camilla hated by many? Why can't they just forgive her? Let's take a brief look at her path to royalty. From scandal to sovereign. Camilla's path to becoming queen is quite unique compared to other royals. Instead of starting with excitement and popularity, it began quietly and away from the spotlight. It all started with a scandal that caused controversy, drew attention from the public, and put her in the middle of a major royal controversy in the 1990s. In the 1990s, people found out the truth about the relationship between Prince Charles and Camilla. Their previously secret bond was suddenly made public. The media spread the news quickly. There were photos, phone calls, and a lot of guessing. The affair made headlines around the world. Charles was married to Princess Diana, and many felt she had been treated unfairly. Camilla, who used to be a private person, now represented betrayal. The public responded quickly and angrily. Camilla was subjected to criticism. She was not invited to public events for many years. Whenever she was seen near the royal family, there were whispers. People did not show support or approval. They wondered why she was present. Many viewed her as someone who had tarnished the royal reputation. It was a difficult period for her, despite her silence on the matter. Despite facing criticism, it was evident that Prince Charles always loved Camilla deeply. He supported her through thick and thin, even when the public disapproved of their relationship. They had been together long before the public scrutinized their every move, and their bond remained strong despite the challenges they faced. However, their love was not sufficient to gain the approval of the public. In 1997, the death of Princess Diana caused widespread sadness. People were not just grieving the loss of a princess, but also a figure known for her kindness. Camilla was associated with a painful past that many preferred to forget. At that time, it seemed highly unlikely that she would ever become queen. A survey conducted during those initial years revealed that only 7% of British people approved of the idea. This statistic was very significant. Over time, Camilla and Charles gradually started being seen in public again. They were cautious and avoided making bold statements or big romantic gestures in public. Their approach was quiet and focused on earning trust through respectful actions. They got married in 2005, however. It was made clear by the royal family that Camilla would not be given the title of Queen. Instead, she would be referred to as the Duchess of Cornwall. After some time passed, the attitude of the public towards Camilla started to change for the better. She tried to avoid attracting attention unless it was needed. When she did speak, she did so warmly. Camilla quietly backed various causes, spent time at hospitals, read to kids, and helped out at women's shelters. Even though she did not make a big show of it, these actions revealed her compassionate nature. However, she couldn't shake off the burden of her past wherever she went. In 2022, it was revealed that Camilla would be called Queen Consort when Charles became king. This announcement caused mixed reactions, with some being surprised and others disappointed. However, it shed light on Camilla's ability to handle years of scrutiny without seeking a crown, titles, or public approval. In 2023, she was formally made queen next to King Charles. This was a significant achievement after a challenging journey. Becoming queen did not erase the past, but it symbolized a fresh start. For those close to her, it wasn't just a victory, but a serious responsibility. According to her makeup artist Marina Sandoval, Camilla never desired to become queen. She did not dream of wearing a crown or appearing on balconies. Instead, she found happiness in simple activities like spending time with her dogs, reading, and listening to others. However, when the opportunity arose, she took on the role. This decision was made out of love and a sense of duty, not ambition. Marina realized the weight of the responsibility she had. Behind the scenes, Camilla was anxious about doing things correctly. She aimed to pay tribute to the previous queen and stand by her husband without overshadowing anyone's memory. She did not hastily jump into the spotlight. Instead, she approached it with caution, considering others at all times. Rebuilding a royal reputation, one smile at a time. Camilla's path to being accepted was not quick or attention-grabbing. It did not involve major interviews or public admissions. It was not based on dramatic actions or sudden transformations. Instead, it happened gradually, through little acts of goodness, friendly smiles, and a strong dedication to aiding others. Camilla had been burdened by the scrutiny of the public for many years. However, she did not allow it to determine who she was. Instead, she opted for a different approach, one of patience, helping others, and consistent support. Camilla took the initiative to improve her reputation by backing causes that were important to her. She did not choose these issues for popularity, but because they held personal significance to her. She started to raise awareness about domestic violence, bringing attention to survivors who often felt neglected. When she visited shelters, she took the time to truly connect with the individuals there by listening, asking questions, and making them feel valued. Her involvement in this cause was driven by empathy, not just for show. She became a passionate advocate for literacy. Camilla has always had a passion for books, and she used that to inspire others to read. When she went to schools or started reading initiatives, she offered positive support to those having trouble with reading. She did not patronize kids or act fake. She just shared her love of reading and motivated others to feel the same way about stories. Her efforts to bring attention to osteoporosis were inspired by her personal experience. She witnessed loved ones struggling with the disease, prompting her to advocate for awareness and education. By offering her support, she empowered others to prevent and treat osteoporosis. Her advocacy shed light on a health issue that had been ignored for too long, demonstrating the power of compassion to make a difference. While performing her duties, Camilla did not seek to attract attention to herself. Instead, she let the causes she was involved in take center stage. When attending royal events, she stood by Charles without trying to be the focus of attention, acting as a reliable partner. Gradually, people started recognizing the quiet but strong presence she had. She did not attempt to win over everyone with her charm. Instead, she maintained kindness, composure, and respect. This consistent behavior eventually started changing the way the public viewed her, little by little. One important aspect of her change was how she presented herself in public. She did not act like she was better than others. When talking to people, she made eye contact, asked meaningful questions, and chuckled at their jokes. Her friendly demeanor and warm greetings started to improve how people viewed her. Winning the approval of the royal family did not happen quickly. It took time for her to earn their respect. However, those who observed her closely noticed that she approached every event with thoughtfulness. She paid homage to traditions while also injecting a more casual, contemporary vibe. Her subtle, yet unwavering support for her husband did not go unnoticed. Over time, key members of the royal family started to embrace her, not just out of obligation, but because they recognized her true character. The media also changed how they portrayed her. Instead of being critical, they started sharing more positive stories. Pictures of her being happy with kids, consoling elderly individuals, and looking elegant next to Charles were shown. The reporting became more kind, indicating the shift in public perception of her. Another change was happening behind the scenes, unrelated to charity work or royal events. Camilla's physical appearance began to shift, becoming softer, more confident, and polished. Negative headlines about her looks disappeared as her makeup highlighted her natural features subtly. Her hair was styled in a modern, elegant, yet relaxed manner. Her wardrobe reflected a mix of royal formality and personal charm. Instead of blending in, she now quietly stood out. Her appearance was largely influenced by her longtime makeup artist, Marina Sandoval. Marina did more than just put on makeup. She made Camilla feel comfortable in her skin. She knew how to balance between subtle and bold makeup looks, always making sure Camilla's natural beauty shone through. The main aim was not just to look glamorous, but to boost Camilla's confidence and help her feel empowered each day. After the revelation of Camilla's makeup artist, people were left with one major question. Why is she defending a woman who caused pain to Diana? Well, we can only find out the answers here. A friendship beyond brushes. When Marina Sandoval started working in the royal world, she thought her job would be easy. Just doing makeup, staying quiet, and leaving when done. Her responsibility was to make Camilla, who is now queen, look good for public events. However, what started as a routine job evolved into something more meaningful. As time passed, a special connection formed between the two women based on trust, respect, and kindness, rather than just their social status. Camilla always stuck with the same makeup artist who understood her well and made her feel comfortable. Marina not only had great makeup skills, but also a calming presence. She knew exactly what Camilla wanted, even without having to say anything. Marina did not just see Camilla as a royal figure. She saw her as a person who was often tired and stressed, but always ready to smile. Most of Camilla's friends were younger, more modern, and sometimes more expressive. However, Camilla never felt like she had to find a new makeup artist to replace Marina. She did not care about following trends or hiring new people with fancy titles. She preferred someone who was consistent and genuine. In a world where friendships change quickly and alliances shift often, Camilla remained loyal to Marina. She did not want someone popular or fashionable. She wanted someone she could rely on, and that was the most important thing to her. Their mornings spent together were more than just applying makeup. While putting on makeup, they would have conversations. These conversations were not about gossip or politics, but rather about everyday things such as family, weekend plans, pets, and memories. Camilla would often talk about her dogs, share funny moments at home, and ask Marina about her family. The talks were genuine and filled with warmth. They were spontaneous and comfortable. Just two women having a moment before being in front of the cameras. Camilla did not always have a happy environment. She had to deal with funerals, stressful state events, and days when being the queen felt overwhelming. At those times, Marina wasn't just a stylist, she was a source of comfort for Camilla. Marina would be there to provide silent support without giving advice. Sometimes all Camilla needed was a soothing voice, a reassuring touch, or a kind smile in the mirror. Marina gave her that without saying a word. Earning trust in royal circles is difficult, as most staff are required to sign agreements, be cautious about what they say, and keep their distance. However, Camilla and Marina did not need these measures. There were no formal agreements or threats, just a mutual understanding. Camilla trusted Marina to be discreet, respect her privacy, and not take advantage of their relationship. In return, Marina respected Camilla's space and honored their bond. Trust between them was based on respect, not on keeping secrets. Their friendship did not rely on expensive dinners or public displays of affection. Instead, it grew in private dressing rooms through gentle laughter and in the familiarity of their daily routine. Camilla always viewed Marina as an equal and friend, rather than just a hired worker or part of the background. She valued Marina's presence and friendship, showing a rare level of kindness in the world of royalty. Many people observed that Camilla always maintained a consistent, timeless look that reflected her true character. This was not by chance. Marina paid careful attention, selecting colors that emphasized warmth and focusing on softness rather than dramatic effects. She appreciated Camilla's natural beauty and never attempted to alter it. Instead, she utilized Camilla's features, expressions, and mood in her work. The impact of Marina's efforts was evident not only in photographs, but also in Camilla's self-assured demeanor. Years went by, and their connection became closer. Camilla aged gracefully, and Marina was there to support her and make her feel good. They supported each other through good and bad times, receiving both public praise and dealing with personal struggles. They were not just a royal and a servant, but women who shared a special, strong bond. So, is Camilla Indore really different from the Camilla everyone dislikes? The queen nobody knew. Queen Camilla's public image has often focused on royal ceremonies, formal dresses, and carefully staged photographs. Yet behind the crown and the headlines lies a woman with simple passions, quiet routines, and a warm heart that few have truly seen. Camilla's days often begin with the soft nudge of her beloved dogs. She loves their playful energy and loyal companionship, finding comfort in their easy affection. Early mornings might find her walking through palace gardens, her dogs padding at her heels. They explore winding paths and hidden flower beds together, and she delights in their curiosity as much as in the colors and scents of the blooms around her. After these walks, Camilla often settles in with a mystery novel. She has a fondness for tales of hidden secrets and unexpected twists. There is something soothing about turning each page, following clues alongside the story's detective, and savoring the moment when everything finally makes sense. These simple pleasures give Camilla a private escape from the demands of royal life. In her favorite armchair, surrounded by bookshelves, she can be just herself, an ordinary reader enjoying an ordinary story. Gardening is another passion that reveals Camilla's gentle spirit. She enjoys kneeling by flower beds, hands in the soil, planting new bulbs or pruning overgrown branches. She sees gardening as a blend of patience and hope. Each bulb placed in the ground holds the promise of blooms yet to come. She tends to roses, lavender, and other favorites, knowing that careful attention today will bring beauty tomorrow. In cultivating her garden, Camilla finds calm and purpose away from public view. Horse riding has long been part of her life, too. Camilla grew up around horses and never lost her love for them. Whether on wide country trails or palace grounds, she finds joy in the steady rhythm of a horse's gait. Riding gives her a sense of freedom and connection to nature. It reminds her of simple days spent outdoors, long before titles or public opinion mattered. In the saddle, she feels both strong and serene, a reminder of the balanced life she still carries within her today. Amid these personal joys lies a private world shared with King Charles. Their life together is filled with laughter, shared meals, and unhurried routines. They enjoy simple dinners in the evening, often prepared by trusted palace staff but served with little fanfare. Charles might read from letters he receives, and Camilla listens, offering her quiet thoughts. They exchange jokes about daily mishaps or childhood memories. These moments of ease and companionship are the foundation of their long partnership. Their mornings are marked by gentle routines. Charles might have his tea and attention to letters, while Camilla tends to her plants or reads. They come together over small details, choosing flowers for the sitting room or discussing a painting they both admire. Their conversations rarely touch on grand politics or public statements. Instead, they focus on life's simple joys, a new book, a letter from a friend, or the antics of their dogs. Yet not all private moments are carefree. Camilla's relationship with her stepsons, Prince William and Prince Harry, has been difficult at times. She understands that their feelings were shaped by a painful past. The aftermath of Charles's first marriage left deep wounds, and Camilla has always regretted any role she played in that pain. Over the years, she has tried to bridge the gap with kindness and respect, inviting conversation and offering help whenever it felt right. Despite her efforts, tension has often clouded their interactions. Even so, Camilla holds on to hope. She dreams of a day when William and Harry can see her as more than the headlines, more than the rumors. She wishes for family gatherings filled with laughter and ease, where grandchildren run freely and memories soften old hurts. Inside her, she believes that time and understanding can heal the rifts that have divided them. Her wish is simple, that they all find a way to share joy together. When Harry and Meghan announced their decision to step back from senior royal duties, Camilla felt the pain of family shifting once more. The media storm that followed was harsh and relentless. She watched as stories twisted small missteps into major scandals. Yet, through it all, she remained steady. She chose not to respond to every headline or engage in public debates. Instead, she focused on her daily work, supporting causes, caring for family, and continuing her private routines. This resilience did not come from a desire to ignore problems. It came from a place of quiet resolve. Camilla understood that every reaction only fueled the constant cycle of news. By choosing calm, she allowed herself the space to care for those closest to her. She found strength in the routines she had built over decades, Morning walks with her dogs, afternoons in the garden, and evenings spent in gentle conversation with Charles. Perhaps the truest measure of Camilla's heart is her love for the younger generation, the grandchildren and step-grandchildren who bring new light into her life. She delights in small voices calling her grandma, in tiny hands reaching for hers, and in laughter echoing through palace halls. She listens to children's stories with sincere interest, shares snacks and treats, and encourages imagination with games and drawings. These moments remind her of the power of family and the joy of simple connection. Behind all these roles, royal, queen, stepmother, grandmother, Camilla is supported by those who know her best. Marina Sandoval, her makeup artist, has witnessed every facet of this life, from the early days of awkward introductions to the soft dawns in the garden. Marina has held a trusted place beside her. To Marina, Camilla is more than a royal. She is a cherished friend and the steady anchor in Charles's life. She sees how Camilla's kindness and calm spirit keep the royal household together through storms both public and private. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.